Need to know what really makes you go.
Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always a high see when we in our lower state, you know what I'm saying? This is LD's, also known Party Boy Lawrence, for another episode of I Need to Know with a very special guest, man. What's your name, G?
Mind Motion, man.
What's up, man? A Bay Area motherfucking legend, man.
You know how we do it, man.
For sure. All right, now, we got to get into it. First off, where you from?
I'm from, I was born in El Salvador, but raised in San Francisco all my life. And then moved to Oakland when I hooked up with my wife in about 2000. So I'm just from the Bay, you know what I'm saying?
El Salvador, I thought you was Filipino.
No.
You know, I'm like, damn, I had you fucked up. I thought you was gonna pull out, man. I'm like a lesbian but check this out though. So, you stupid. But check it out though. So what do you do, man?
Man, right now I'm just DJing, you know, just rocking the party. You know, I've been doing that for a while now. You know?
Okay, because I used to always hear that you was on KMEL, right?
Yeah, I was in KMEL like from I want to say like 95 to like about 2014.
Damn, that's damn near 20 motherfucking years.
Almost. I think it was like 18 years, yeah, something like that.
Okay. What were some of your greatest moments over there?
Man, actually just DJing with all the guys that I, grew up with, basically in the club, and they put us all on the radio. So it's like we all came up together, like my man Rick Lee, Glenn Oury back in the day, Dave Mars, and I got to DJ with Chewy Gomez.
Gotcha.
And right now with Big Von and my man Lex Jones. So it was just get to DJ to a mass audience with the people that I already was working with in the clubs, So
were all y'all the pirate DJs or what?
Nah, the pirate DJs is originally me, Ivan, and my man Rolo.
Rolo?
Rolo 1-3. He does Reggae Sundays at the New Parish, the Reggae XL 40.
Okay.
So I started at KML then, but we had the club so locked in that they wanted to bring us all in now because they know that we was, ruling the clubs in the street and all that. So I said, well, the bosses said, well, let's just bring in the pirate DJs and give them their own show. So we had a called Pirate Radio every Friday, like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Gotcha.
So that's how we all, came up on KML. So it was nice.
What is some of your biggest fulfillments like being a DJ like?
Man, just, breaking new music, just meeting artists and just making the people dance. That's the main thing.
Okay. So I got to definitely ask you this. Yeah. First off, before I forget, what was the first piece of equipment that you got like, damn, I got to get this. And when you got it, you was like, this is my motherfucking baby.
Well, to be honest with you, I used to be a graffiti writer. So I didn't really want to be a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But my brother and my cousins and all, they handle all the equipment and stuff. So it was like really, I want to say maybe when we got the 1200s turntables, because before that the turntables sucked, they were like piece of shit.
Yeah.
But you made it work. But once the 1200s came out, like in about, I forget what year, about 83, 84. But when I seen the techniques that you were able to do with those turntables, that's when I was like, okay, let me mess with this a little bit, see what I could do with it.
Okay,
so I gotta say the 1200 technique.
So let me make it clear.
Yeah.
Because you said you was DJing at KML 96, but you go back to 83.
Yeah, because my brother and my cousin, it was almost like I had no choice, Yeah. It was all my family and cousins and all, they were DJs. Yeah. And I really didn't really care, So I want to paint the walls and just
hell yeah, I used to be a tagger.
Yeah, me too. So that it's like I didn't want, like I said, I used to just tag along the parties because it's a thing to do, Yeah. And I used to wrap up the wires and carry the crates. I used to make like $80. I was like, great, like
$80.
$80 when I was 13, So it was like, man, that's money, right? But then as I grew older and all that, and I seen that I wasn't making no money with graffiti.
That's right.
And then they were paying me this money. People was like, oh, I need you to do my wedding. And they were giving me like $500. I was like, something's wrong here. I got to switch that.
Hell yeah.
So that's how I started really DJing. But like they handle all the equipment, so I wasn't really too much. But the 1200s are really the one that changed, my outcome on DJing, because I was like, this is the equipment that everybody needed. And up to date now, that's still the main turntable.
Oh, it's still the standard?
Yeah, it's a standard right now. You know what I'm saying? So it lasted a long time.
So I want to know something. is motherfuckers really DJing? Like, is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, okay,
the technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got Serato and all that, but it's still not mixing for you. You
Yeah.
know, there's some cats that buy like a controller now that syncs up the music for you. So
Gotcha.
you ain't got to really know what tempo and all that because anything will mix. But that's not fun. You know,
Yeah.
those are what I call them hobby DJs. You know, it's like, no,
so if I buy me the shit,
yeah, I mean, you can buy the shit, but it's still, you know, like you said, you know, technology can't teach you talent. You know, you still
Okay.
gotta have the talent. You know, I mean, it'll make it easy for you. But I see motherfuckers fuck up even with the best technology out there, and I'm like, man, it's almost doing it for you, and you still fucking up.
you know it's crazy when you said technology don't teach you talent. That
Yeah.
sounds like something you'd say to a chick that think a microwave is a motherfucking stove. Hey, baby, man, technology ain't talent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Get your motherfucking hey girl, get your motherfucking ass over here. Get
I
on
mean,
that
like,
damn grill.
you know, now that they see us DJing with computers and all that,
Yeah.
basically the computer's just holding your music, man. It's
Yeah.
not DJing for you. I mean, it gives you little cue points here and there and all that to make you a quicker mix or whatever.
Yeah.
But you still got to know how to DJ. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I've seen cats that's like, man, let me go buy this Serato and all this. And I'm like, yo, this is not for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though you spend all this money, it's not for you. You know what I'm
Name
saying?
a DJ that you personally know that you seen that came under you, but that got better.
Oh, a lot. I mean, I got to see like my man Lex Jones, H.
Yeah.
Holla. You know, I've seen so many. My man 97 right now. It's been so many. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I talk to a lot of young cats sometimes, and then I try to tell them how it is. You know, they'll be like, yeah, but not really listening because they're already formatted on what they want to do.
Yeah.
But the guys that I see that listen and they pay attention, you know, it's like one of my movies that I always reflect back to a DJing thing is like it's called North Shore. It's a corny movie, but this guy want to be a surfer, right?
Yeah.
So he tells this guy, teach me how to surf.
Oh.
And they go to the ocean, and they just looking at waves. They're not even surfing. They're just looking at the waves. You know, and that's how I learned to DJ, basically watching my brother.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even DJing to him, but I started learning how to read a crowd. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, you know, my brother's cool, but he could have did this way. You know, like after you start seeing, you know, like when you go to the instant replay, you
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
see,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we could have did this better than that. So that's what I tell young kids, man. I say just learn your crowd and learn what you want to do, the formats that you want to do, and before you even get to the you know, limelight or whatever, go hang around. You know, come around. You know, hang around with me or any DJ that you want to get down with, and just see. You know, pick up on my mistakes. You know,
Yeah.
even though I've been DJing, I still be fucking up. You
Yeah.
know, but pick up on that and then improve yourself on that. You know, it's like so. That's why I tell all the DJs and the DJs that I kind of like mess around with. They're the ones that like I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know, like he hangs out and he's really like learning the actual crowd. You know, so it's like,
So you got any youngsters under you right now?
right now I got my man 97 there. I'm about to put up real big. You know, like I like his style and I like his passion.
So do
know?
you make beats too?
Not too much. I make
a
more
little-
remixes. You know,
Gotcha.
Like I'll take your song and remix the shit out of it and be like,
With a different beat?
yeah, with a different beat. And all
That's
that.
already made? Like, would you put like...
I'll probably add a couple stuff of my own, but you know, like when I make a remix, it's almost to improve your song already. So if I have to jack a big party record to make it happen, it just helps you out. You know, like
So
you
I
know.
got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Speaking of remixes,
Yeah.
who had the dopest verse on I Got Five on a remix? What's your... Matter of fact, what is your favorite rapper on I Got Five on a remix?
5 on it.
Yeah.
I want to say Drew Down, man. He kind of kicked it off. The first verse, you know. You
Yeah.
never thought, you know. I mean, everybody likes the Richie Rich part because
Of
of
course.
the Oakland
No,
part.
Deez that.
Yeah.
I love when the beat go like
Yeah.
this. Because Deez
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Believe that. And y'all
Yeah.
cut the beat up. Where you from?
Yeah.
Oakland.
Yeah. But really, the one that sets off the record is Drew Down.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you hear that remix, you know, and a lot of cats from out of town don't even know the remix.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of DJs that come here from out of town that play the original, you know, which is cool. But motherfuckers at the party be like, yo, what's this? You know?
That's right.
A lot of cats from here think that the original is the remix. And, you know, and the remix is the original. Because all the DJs jumped on the remix because, you know, you had the Bay Area All-Stars at that time. You know?
Hell
So-
yeah.
So it was like, but to me, Drew Down came off from
Yeah.
the first verse.
He was a lead-off
He
hitter.
was a lead off. I love that.
Yeah,
You know,
that
so,
shit was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I think that song...
Yeah, I mean, like I
was
said, everybody props out Richie Rich because he had the coolest little, you know,
dope. Yeah, that part.
yeah, that part. But you know, like I said, to set off a whole record, Drew Down set that off.
You know what I like about that song? How they line them like you said it right.
Yeah,
the lineup was cool. Not only the people, the order.
See, when you make a record, man, you gotta also be like, you know, I'm just not gonna put, you know what it is? That was my man Tone
Capone.
Yeah, he produced that.
Yeah.
So that's a real producer right there. You know, we're going to have 7 rappers, but I'm just not going to throw them anywhere. You know, I'm going to make sure the tones are good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to make sure that Richie Rich part hits at the perfect spot into the chorus.
Yeah.
You know, man, you set it off nice. You know, then after the chorus, E40. You know what I'm saying? That's like, man, you just coming like, you know, and then the food and the Loonies are just jumping in here and there, here and there.
They're going back and forth.
They're going back and forth. So it's like good. And then you end it with my man
Spice One. Spice One.
You know, so it's like that's a real producer right there. You know, like that's why that record is just with the tones of their voices. He already knew who like the tones and know that was gonna make the record a hit.
Tone knew the tone.
Yeah, he knew the tone. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tone Capone. We just had him on the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Tone Capone is a cool motherfucker,
yeah, that's
man.
my guy. Yeah,
man, I love Tone Capone, man. I never fell in love with a nigga that quick, man. But check this out though. That motherfucker told me, he said, man, I was at the movie theater in 1975. I said, damn.
Yeah, that's the guy though.
So when you spinning these songs and shit like that, and you're in the Bay Area, I'm about to put you on the spot real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you I Got 5 on it. What are the other 4 big records that get the party jumping?
Right now, even for the young cats, you know what I'm saying? Right now is Tell Me When to Go.
Which one?
The original one.
Okay.
You know, and which I got my own edit with an acapella intro that other DJs want right now, but you know, I did that one, so I can't share it yet.
Okay.
I gotta wear it out first. You know
I was hoping you was gonna say the Trackademics one because
I like that one though.
That's my producer.
Okay, that guy, I like that.
Shout out to Trackademics.
Okay, see that works into a different crowd, like the real hip hop crowd, because they sampled it. So that remix works out at certain places.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm over here like with a Mos Def show.
Yes.
I'm playing that one.
I'm playing
you know
that one. Hell yeah.
But if I'm at, you know, New Caribbean City or something, I'm playing the original one. You know what I'm saying? Just because crowds, you know, it's a whole different.
Sure.
Yeah. So
hell yeah.
You as a DJ got to know where you at and where you're playing and who you're playing to.
Hell
you know
yeah.
But I like that remix, and that's a classic remix.
Yeah.
You know, because it didn't really like, it's almost like an underground.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want it and they can't get it, so it even makes it like, you know,
it's exclusive and it's
real exclusive.
And it still sound kind of opera.
Yeah.
He got off. That's one of his biggest records still to this day.
Yeah. So right now, like I said, Tell Me When to Go, Mr. Fab, New Oakland.
Love that shit.
D-Lo, NoHo.
NoHo gets the party.
I mean, these are like my 5 records, just like I call them quarter blood technique. You know, like you just kill somebody.
Okay.
NoHo, and then you could go with Nump. You could go with Nump. Got Grapes. You know, that's a big one too.
I met him.
Yeah. He was working with Beast Mode. You know, he's got the phone company now.
Okay.
So and the other D-Lo. I love you,
baby. Yeah, I love that song.
So those right there, I could just go anywhere. Even if I go DJ, like we did a whole Bay Area party in New York. It was me, D Sharp, and Tap 10. It was in New York at a museum. We did.
You know Tap 10?
Yeah, that's my.
That's
guy.
Honor Roll.
Yeah.
That's my motherfucking brother. Yeah. We all make music together.
Yeah. So it was me, D Sharp, Tap 10 in New York at the Museum of whatever science or something. But they did a whole Bay Area party and they flew us out there, and man, it was like 40% Bay Area motherfuckers flew out there. It was big, you know, and then the other 60% was New York cats. They wanted to hear the sound, you know, so it was dope. And then, you know, and the promoter that he used to live here, and he wanted to hear some like fucking like straight gangster Sacramento shit, and I was like, whoa, you know, I don't know if they're ready for all that, you know. But we made it happen though, so it was good though.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you pointed that out because them Sacramento motherfuckers. Yeah, man. I mean, them motherfuckers, they talking on PCP and eating motherfuckers alive.
It's a whole different, you know. And this guy, and it kind of took me surprise because he was kind of a real mellow dude, but he wanted to hear like some straight Sibo album cuts, not even the hits, but the album cuts. I was like, whoa. You know, I don't know if I ever played a Sibo at a club, you know, like to make people dance, you know, like not the hits, but the album, like track 5, you know, or something like that, you know. So but it was good though. It was a good party.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, man, you a DJ and shit like that, and I know being a DJ, it's kind of like being in a skybox or something. So you're in your own zone. Yeah. Talk about some of the wild shit that then kicked off when you would like talk about like a wild ass party when some shit might have popped off.
I mean, there's been so much shit, man. It's like I think the biggest thing we were DJing in Puerto Rico, and Lil Jon was performing, and then that's when this song was out, and then he kind of insinuated a whole fight in the club, you know.
Lil Jon?
Yeah, and he was just like, and then the fight broke out, and he was just like, let them fight. And then after it got real serious, he was like, yo, wait a minute, stop. You know, it's like, so it just got real wild out there in Puerto Rico, man. And so, I mean, I've seen girls getting naked on stage, you know, like guys getting naked on stage, you know, just everything, man. I can't even like...
That shit
it's
is
so
crazy.
much, man. It's crazy. You see it all, but you know, it's like you forget about it because the next day it might be something happens every, you know. And the thing is that people tag me with pictures nowadays with social media.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, really? You know that shit happened because I can't see it all.
Yeah.
But I see it in different parts, you know. So it's like, but you know, like I said, tomorrow's gonna be something else at the party, you know. So.
Gotcha. So do you get a lot of shows? You know what I'm saying, like at weddings and shit like that?
Yeah. That's how I started. I started doing like on mobile parties.
Mobile parties?
Yeah, like, you know, weddings and birthdays, garage parties.
Yeah.
And then as I got older and started doing clubs, because my DJ group back in the day used to be called My Emotional Master Mix. So it was 4 of us.
Gotcha.
But then as my older cousin, my brother, they started getting away from the DJ thing, I kept it. And then when I went to a club, I kept the name My Emotion because I already had a foundation with everybody's weddings and high school dances and all that. So as soon as they heard that I went to do a club, it was automatic following. You know, it was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, my emotion moving to the clubs now. You know, like, so like my first club, it was packed. And from then on, all the promoters like, yo, who's this guy? You know, like, he bringing the crowd. You know?
So you a legend?
Yeah, you know, I was a little street high school legend because I brought when everybody turned 21.
Yeah,
everybody go to a club.
They fucking
you know?
with you.
Yeah, they fucking
with
and it's
you.
still like that with the young promoters right now. You got your little crowd, you know, and then you high school, college, and now they got the club. You know, with me, I've been blessed that the same motherfuckers that followed me back in the day, they're still with me right now.
Because you fucking with them too.
Yeah, I always fuck with them because we all grew up together. You know, even with the artists.
Yeah.
You know, like I just saw Drew Down last Sunday. Now they didn't recognize when he goes, yo, what's up, man? I was like, oh shit. You know, like, it's dope. Even I don't see motherfuckers, or like I go to Cancun, run into Too Short. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because, you know, just the respect that we all came up
Hell
together,
yeah.
you know? So it's like,
Hell yeah.
you know, so it was like, that's like a blessing to me. The relationships that I was able to build through this whole DJing thing, you know?
For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, DJing is very important. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know that it's one of the 4 pillars of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And I want to know, how is DJing today different than it started? Matter of fact, when you started in 83 to 96.
Yeah. Well, say like when I started radio or to like now?
Started radio. Let's just start right
Like from when I started the clubs before I started radio, it was like less politics because now, you know, you don't know about the whole radio corporations things and all that jumping on.
You
So
said things or stings?
things.
Things, okay.
Or stings. Whatever, you know. I mean, there's hella shit. I mean, there's a lot of shit, you know. But, you know, when you just coming up and doing the clubs, man, you're doing you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's a very important part of you because you creating yourself, you're creating your vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like radio kind of takes that away from you because now, you know, you got to, you know, DJing the radio, man, is like DJing the 2 people. You know, your program director and your general manager.
Oh.
So, you know, fuck the crowd. If they don't like you, you ain't working. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
No matter if you have the biggest following in the street or in the Bay Area, that's how I always looked at that at radio. You know, it's like if the program director and general manager not fucking with you, you ain't shit. You know?
Is the program director and the general manager,
Manager.
are these motherfuckers even in tune with the motherfuckers
No.
listening?
See, so it's kind of fucked up because they expect you to be in tune, but when you tell them motherfuckers that this was happening, they be like, oh, well, it don't really fit with what we were doing. Then what the fuck we here for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking my opinion, you know, and I'm bringing you what's happening because, you know, they're not going out. You know, they're real corporate. They're not going out, but when you start playing what you playing actually in the clubs and all that, and then you bring it to radio, be like, you know, it's not researching. You know, that's the biggest word in radio.
Researching, that mean they done typed the shit in?
Yeah, and they send it out to people and all that, but you got to figure, you don't really know what the people, you know, who they select. You don't know
Exactly.
I think they select like 100 people, and then they show the song. You know, but it could be 60 white people, 2 Chinese. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really know who they're showing. They just do a mass research. You know? So, but you go to the club and there's 1,000 people partying to the same record that the program director say, you know?
Yeah, because
so I'm fucked up now because I'm like, well, what the fuck? You know?
because that shit D-Lo put out that NoHo.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that it would have blew up?
Exactly.
That shit was everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
That shit was everywhere.
I mean, it hit radio. They had to clean it up a little bit, but like I don't think it hit rotation. It hit like mix show.
Yeah.
Like we go play it at night, you know, this and that.
Yeah.
But it didn't really hit a rotation. But at least it gave them a little exposure. You know, we brought it from the street to the mass media.
Yeah,
you know
after a bunch of months, but it was undeniably the shit in the streets.
You know, like I said, so for radio, you DJ to 2 people and to the lady named Becky in Concord, or a lady that never goes out.
Yeah.
But she likes D-Lo. But she's not gonna go to a D-Lo party.
No,
you know
she
what I'm saying? But now she's happy. She's happy that we're playing D-Lo on the radio now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a true listener now. And the program director's like, hey, we got a good one. You know, we got, when they look at the research, white female 25 likes D-Lo. Hey, this is the record now.
Yeah, that's crazy. So are you still at Cameo?
Nah, we're not at Cameo no more. I left. They kind of let us go. Me and Chewy, like in 2014.
Oh,
you know?
Did you want to talk about that or?
Nah. You know, it's great. But with Chewy Sands, you know, they didn't want to pay them no more.
Gotcha.
You know, so the new people coming up, cheaper. You know, none of that. But it's all political shit. You know, but,
it's all political.
Yeah,
shit.
And then we switched to Hot 105 in San Jose. Same thing. I got bored with it. I didn't really like the format of the people. You know, it came down to, you know, like, why am I here if I can't play this? You know, like, so what the fuck? You know, like, you just play yourself. You know, so that, and then we moved to Q102, the old school station, and that shit really fucked me up because now old school's kind of my specialty now, and then they're still fucking me up that I can't play my old school because it's not old school enough, or it's too old school, or then like, what the fuck? You know, like, what you're selling. You know, you're selling old school. That shit says old school. Bay Area's old school station. You know, hip hop.
What year they think?
I don't know what the fuck. Well, you know, they start playing Drake. You know, I said, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I understand. You know, you gotta remember old school. Old school nowadays is like a 10-year period.
Yeah.
You know? So because if you graduated from high school 10 years ago, that's what 2009.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty. You know, that's pretty big. So I understand where they're playing a Drake because that was your high school record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it kind of like fucks up the original motherfuckers. That, you know, there's some hardcore old school motherfuckers that take that shit pride, like an Ice Cube listener.
For sure.
You know, like if you listen to Ice Cube, if you listen to Drew Down, you listen to D-Shot, you listen, you know, old school Bay Area shit, and then I get in and do all straight old Bay Area set, and then the next song after commercials is Drake record. You're really pissing people off.
Of course.
And that came from a program director's call or a research call, but then the DJ gets blamed. You know, it's like every time something goes wrong on the radio, it's always the DJ's fault.
Of course.
It's never
we killing the messenger.
Yeah, exactly.
We killing the messenger.
Because nobody's going to blame themselves. But let's see who could. Even at a club, it's always, you know, DJ's fault. You know, fuck. They don't understand that I show up to the club and the equipment's all broken and I'm working with whatever's there, and then the shit go off. And who do they look at first? The DJ. Shit, my motion fucking up.
Yeah.
They don't understand that the fader or the needle turntable shit is fucked up, or you know, or their amps went out or whatever. The DJ's always you know, it's always so for years I've learned to take that, you know, responsibility, or just that, you know, it's like fuck. And then when you do good, they ain't even pay attention to that. No. Of course, it's my money. You gotta do good.
Of course.
You know, so they don't give you that much props. But as soon as one shit go wrong, then they fucking destroy you like.
Of course,
like crazy. You know?
Of course, it's like this. Watch this. 1 + 1 is 2, right?
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4, right?
Yeah.
2 + 3 is 6, right? 4 + 4 is 8, right?
Yeah.
I almost got them all right, right?
Yeah.
But they don't hear the motherfuckers that you got right. They
Yeah.
only hear the shit that you actually got
exactly.
wrong.
And that's so, you know, I mean, it is what it is, but that's been our radio thing lately. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I'm starting a podcast this Wednesday.
Okay, what is it gonna be called?
It's gonna be the My Emotion Show. It just says music and shit talking.
Okay.
You know, I gotta talk shit because
You got to.
You know, so and then we're gonna do it all in radio. So you hear about it on just follow the My Emotion on Instagram.
Is it gonna be visual or is it gonna be some
No,
shit
it's just
you
radio.
listen?
Just radio. You know,
Where's it gonna be based out of?
At Emeryville.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little podcast. It's like where the All In Vogue Studios over there in the Thomas McElroy and the old 2020. It's in it's over there in Emeryville. I don't know the street number and all that, but
Gotcha.
it's coming out of there, so it's good. It's gonna be
Okay.
nice. So now I'll be able to play my shit.
Yeah.
You know, talk shit.
Swallow spit,
And-
talk
and-
shit and swallow spit,
You know, and then
let me be me.
and then still be able to do my mix. You know, I'm still
Okay.
gonna give them a mix. You know,
So, are you gonna have a mix that say fuck you, bitch, fuck you, fuck?
I can.
Fuck you, nigga.
I can. So now I ain't gotta worry about that. You know.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
saying?
It's
So,
gonna be your shit though.
Yeah, it's gonna be my shit for an hour. You know, if I want to play a fucking Latin record, I'm gonna play a Latin record. If I
What is
wanna
a
play
Latin record?
A Latin record, like a record.
Latin- Latin. Okay,
record.
gotcha.
So you know, so whatever I want to do is gonna be good for an hour. You know, so I'm kind of happy about that. So
Okay. For sure. You know what shocked me though? When you said that your five favorite songs,
Mm-hmm.
I thought you was gonna say that Drew Down Pimp of the Year and Blow the Whistle.
those are there, but okay, Blow the Whistle is there.
Yeah.
But the Pimp of the Year is kind of it's one of my favorite records. But like for the party, it's also where you're at. You know, like,
Gotcha.
For the younger crowd, it's more a little hyphy right now. You know,
Gotcha.
that's their. But like if I do a first Friday, like I did the first Friday white party 2 weeks ago, Drew Down was the biggest record.
Gotcha.
So it's all on that. Like when I say it's where you at and what kind of party it is. You know, so like where a big Drew Down record, Tell Me When to Go is not that big because it's a little younger.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so it's like, you know, so that's why I said like last night I did the party, and those were like the biggest Bay Area. Tell Me When to Go, you know, D-Lo and all that. You know?
I'm an artist and I want to know something because I always want to know this shit.
Yeah,
When you got somebody like the Loonies
yeah,
that just made I Got 500 a platinum album, Operation Stackola, that is certified a motherfucking hip hop
Yeah.
classic. And then they come out with Lunatic Music, the second album, and they want a single on there, but we didn't really hear like the single getting played that much.
That's-
How does that happen?
that's just the curse of the artist, man. You're only as good as your last single, you know. So now, it's great that you had that platinum, you know, 10-time platinum album, but now you gotta top that, and that's what they call the sophomore curse.
Curse.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just hard. Like, you know, it's like you as a DJ. You know, I was taught. This is really something cool that a program director taught me was, you know, take 5 songs of an artist and narrow it down. You know, like, okay, I got 5 Loonies records, right? So, but I can't play all 5 Loonies records. So just, you know, take this one out, boom, 5 on it. You know, why? Because that was their biggest record.
Yeah.
So now an artist has got to be able to knock their own record out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and some shit, and I'm going to tell you, the crowd won't let you do that. You know, like, remember, I don't know if Prince did a concert that said, I'm not performing no Purple Rain songs at all. Crowd was mad as fuck, you know? So the crowd was like, boo. They were booing Prince because he was tired of them records. I'm sure the Loonies is tired of 5 on it also. I want to play my other records, you know what I'm saying? So the crowd won't let you do that, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, so I think it was, like I said, it was just a curse of their song being too big. And you as an artist, you know, you get that one hit, you living forever off that one song.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to match that song because the more you perform that song and the more the crowd wants that song, it's just harder to beat.
Yeah,
Beat that song.
definitely.
And, you know, it's like, so like I did a Mike Jones show, 1015. He came in with all his best 3 hits, first songs. And I was like, damn, this guy got more songs that I don't know about? Because he just knocked out the 3 songs, his best 3 songs at the beginning of the show. And then the rest of the show, the crowd just looking at him like, yo, like he just dead. People start leaving, you know. It's like he kind of fucked up right there. But the crowd wasn't going to let him do his new stuff because they paid their money and they want to hear flossing. You know, they want to hear all that shit. So it's hard. You know, like I said, the artist just got to be able to knock. It's almost like you're your own competition.
Yeah, definitely.
So you get that big, when you get your big hit, your second album or whatever, you got to be like, yo, I got to knock myself out. You know, what I'm saying? And how do I do that? You know, it's a lot of it's promotion. You know, and all that, because music business, you know, is 90% promotion and all that, 10% music.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
The promotion will get you over. You know, if I'm telling you for a month that this next single is gonna be the biggest single than my first single, you know, you ever see an actor say, "Oh, this is my best movie yet"?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's getting you ready mentally to say, "Yeah, you know, this movie is better than." You know, I might not like it, but it's kind of better. You know, it's like
sometimes you got to put shit in motherfuckers' heads.
Yeah, you do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the advertisement, the promotion of that, is what sets off the. That's why when the second album, it'll be you see the record labels, the big record labels, pumping so harder more than the first. You know, because you know they know that it's so hard to jump the.
Because MC Hammer said that about You Can't Touch This.
Yeah,
he said, "Man, I bet MC Hammer You Can't Touch This was hard to top."
Yeah,
but I looked at Let's Get It Started as his first song. Though.
Yeah.
I thought You Can't Touch This just was his biggest record.
But see what happened with Let's Get It Started and Ring 'Em, those were independent. Yeah. And then the other Can't Touch This, you know, they put the machine behind it.
Yeah.
You know, they put the machine, the record label machine. So they put it on the audience as like, yo, this is what I'm talking about, the promotion of that. This is the Hammer now. You know, it's like so a lot of cats don't know Ring 'Em. They don't know Let's Get It Started. They only like the real motherfuckers. All the other people know Can't Touch This.
Yeah.
Right? So now when you tell a young DJ, hey, I want you to do a Hammer song, he's going to go to...
You Can't Touch This.
You Can't Touch This because it's been already, you know, it was pushed by the, you know. That's a good thing about major labels.
Yeah.
That they want to push the button on you, they go push the button on you, you're a star. You know, even though your shit sucked, you're a star. You know what I'm saying? Because they push that button. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only... Besides that, you don't need them. If you have your own resources to promote yourself that well, you know, it's like, fuck that. You know
Shout out to E40.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's the best guy, you know, and he surrounds himself with the new generation and that. So they're promoting him.
Yeah.
Hey, can you be on my album? Can you do a verse? That's the biggest promotion you could get.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Shout out to E40 and Sick With It Records.
Yeah, man, they're doing it good. And then he starts signing younger art, you know, like Neff and them. So they all got the umbrella now. They all got the umbrella. So Neff is promoting 40 and 40 is promoting Neff. You're winning. It's a win-win situation.
Neff is a cool motherfucker,
Neff is my guy, man.
Yeah, Neff is a cool motherfucker, man. So how did you found the Pirate DJs?
The Pirate DJs, we used to do a club called Night Break back in the early 90s. And this is when, like, really clubs didn't want hip-hop. Or radio. Yeah, like radio, they didn't want to touch hip-hop either, like the hardcore hip-hop, you know, like the hip-hop, you know, not like the corny shit, but like... So
Tribe Called Quest? Is that
like shit like that. Tribe and them weren't getting played yet. You know, they were still like underground artists because people didn't understand the music. Like the radio station didn't know what hip hop was.
Yeah,
you know
It took a minute to
They
figure
knew the
that shit
term.
out. Yes.
They knew the term. They knew the artist, but they didn't really understand the music yet. You know,
okay.
So we were playing all that stuff like in the 90s, you know, and then we used to, in the club that I was doing was more like a bar underground spot. So we were able to do that.
Gotcha.
And then, as I tried to progress into bigger parties, clubs was like, no, you know, this is rap, black music, you know, because at that time they were.
Did somebody come out and say
they say that?
Black music?
Yeah, of course. Come on, bro. They said because at that time it was a lot of EDM, like techno. It was called techno.
Definitely.
And that's what the clubs wanted, you know.
Yeah.
So, but then. And then I kind of feel kind of blessed that we were able to change everybody's mind because what we did, there was a song by Shabba Ranks. It was a reggae record called Pirate Anthem, and they talked, and because in England it was a big thing. They used to have pirate radio stations, illegal, so they tap into other big other signals and play their reggae music, you know. So I took it as like, we're living the same thing they're living over there in radio, but we're living it in a club. This is before I even want to do radio. I never wanted to do radio. I just want to do the clubs, you know. It's like, so I said, well, they're talking about radio in England. We're living that same situation here. I think clubs. We're like, we can't get no other gigs at a club because we play hip hop, you know. So I said, you know what? Let's take this parties outside. So we started doing parties at 2 a.m. out in open lots, you know, illegally, and pull up like 600-700 people. You know, and those parties got so big that I was like, you know, we're doing what these guys are doing, Pirate Anthem, the song. We're doing it but in the club DJ stuff. So let's call ourselves Pirate DJs. You know that. So that's where actually that name came from.
That's hella dope.
Because we were living that life that the Jamaicans were living in England, because they were considered outcasts. Because England didn't want to hear that reggae black music again. You know what I'm saying? So they were playing their modern rock 80s.
So,
you know.
So let me just get this straight so I know I heard you correct.
Yeah.
You taking your DJ shit,
Yeah.
going to an empty lot,
Generators
and
all that. We plug in the generator. I even had a hookup with that. I had a couple cop friends. You know, they used to go to our party, but they were cops, so they would look out for us. And if it get too hot, they'll be like, "Yo, pack your shit up. They coming." You know that.
So y'all was the mob. Y'all was the motherfucking mob.
So we had it. It was so big that people weren't going to the clubs till like 1 a.m. So they could just go to our party at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
out in the empty lots, you know.
Gotcha.
And then the party got so big that the artists were performing. We had Nice and Smooth, old school dudes performing outside for free. You know, like that's how big our parties got. And then from there, it's like the clubs was like, wait a minute. We used to sell beer. You know, we used to buy beer and sell it for $5 a can, you know, at 2 a.m, you know, because we couldn't charge because it was a free party because you can't charge, but we used to make our money from selling beer, you know, on our own.
So how much was y'all sticking for?
Yo, we used to come out there at least like 3 racks, you know, just on beer. You know, when you can't drink after 2 a.m., you know what I'm saying? And I got like 20 cases of beer. I'm selling it, you know, like, so it was good. So that made it profitable. And then so a couple club owners came around, man, you guys got really some good shit jumping off here. You know, come do my party here. And that's when a party called Cream of Beat that we do twice a year, the old school party.
Y'all still do that?
Yeah, we're doing it again this, November. That's why that party came about. And that's the party that changed all the hip hop into the because before the big clubs, all the hip hop you heard was in bars.
Yeah.
But then when the We Create started that party at Big Heart City, it's called the Independent now, but it should be called Kennel Club on Divisadero.
The Independent.
It's on Divisadero.
Yeah.
Over there in Divisadero, and
I know where that's at.
Yeah, you should call it the Kennel Club though.
Yeah.
So my guy, the owner the same owner that the club that I was DJing, the Little Club, he says, I want you to come do that party here in my club, the bigger. And then when they start seeing that everybody, you know, the bar's making $10,000-$15,000 from hip hop, it just started getting around, and more parties start coming up. We were doing mostly all the clubs, you know, they were giving it where we took it to big, you know, that Cream of Beat party got to like 1,800 people strong, you know. So even nowadays,
is it gonna be a day party or a night?
No, it's a night party. So even nowadays, you know, I'm still pulling 800, 900 people at that party.
Gotcha.
You know? So it's still, you know, there's still a need for that, and it's still the original cats from back in the day.
Yeah.
So I want to say that party kind of opened the door to other hip hop parties. You know,
like how long y'all been doing that?
Cream of Beat.
Yeah.
Cream of Beat. I think Cream of Beat started like in '93, and it lasted 4 years, right? Because it got crazy.
So it's essentially kind of like the first Pyro Day.
I like that, you
It's
know, because
like
we had Hyro and all them, you know, like
hell
almost, you know, that party controlled radio. That's how we got into radio, because we were controlling the artists that was coming to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So somebody would call KML and be like, we got Redman coming in this week, right? But then they'll call us and be like, when's your party? Oh, next week. Okay, never mind. Redman's coming next week, so he could do Cream of Beat, then he could do radio. You know what I'm saying? So radio station, the KML was like, yo, who are these guys? You know, they're controlling the record companies because they need them to perform on that party. You know, it's like,
so y'all was like the underground shit.
Yeah, yo, it was crazy, and that's how we got put on KML, because they were like, yo, who are these guys? These guys just ruling out here. You know, because we were, like I said, like they'll be like, oh, we got Missy Elliott before everyone knew who Missy Elliott was. You know, and they'll be like, well, we want to bring in the market this day, and then they'll call us, be like, when's your party? Oh, never mind, we got to come. So now the radio stations got to reschedule because, you know, to us, you know.
So you kind of feel like y'all brought the street element knowledge to KML, and then after the shit got built up, then you kind of felt like they was trying to tell y'all what worked.
Because, you know, it's just like hip-hop now, you know, the corporations took over now, you know. At the same time, we had us, the Wake Up Show, A&M. It was all the same. It was all the same time. But, you know, we were on at 2 a.m, you know. Wake Up Show started at 12 midnight, you know. It was never prime time, you know. So, but then, like, and then, like, with my DJ, you know, just my party DJing, they put me on at 12 o'clock midday to do the midday mix on KML. And that was my first mix show, actual on air. Because before that, Chewy would bring me as guests. Because Chewy has always been on the streets.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, you got to fuck with the Pirates. You got to fuck with the Pirates. So Chewy used to bring me in every Tuesday, once a week, to DJ in his show. You know, and then from then on, I just keep growing and growing that. But that Cream of Beef party, which is going down on Thanksgiving night at the where's it at? Damn, I forgot the name of the place, but it's on Utah. Oh, the Great Northern in the city.
Okay,
the
gotcha.
city. So it happens. We do it twice a year, 4th of July and Thanksgiving,
That sounds fat.
and it's big. So
Okay.
So you got to come check that out. You're gonna love
For
that
sure.
shit. You're gonna love that shit.
I was gonna ask you a question. Now this is what the fuck I want to know.
Yeah.
What's up with cashola?
Cashola.
Like you have to pay the DJs for a month or something. Is that true shit?
Oh, you mean payola?
Payola, yeah. I'm talking about cashola. Payola, cash.
I mean, yeah, you know that.
Who said,
You know who invented payola was the record company.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you seen that shit in the '60s and in the '50s.
Yeah.
Payola was invented by the record companies, and now the record companies complaining about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know.
So do
because,
motherfuckers still be paying to get their records?
I don't think so, man. Like, you know, like that was more like back in the day, you know, like, but now the internet is so strong that, like I said, artists don't really need the radio no more. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody ever tried to muscle up on you and tell you, hey man, you better play this record?
I mean, you get some, but like it's to the point. For me, I don't own nobody shit. So
Come on.
you know, you rather be honest than me, you know, trying to, because you know, there's a lot of artists out there. They just want to hear themselves on the radio. It's not even their life.
Yeah.
I just got this song. It's not even their way they make money, and I just want to, you know, I just want to hear my radio. So you gotta be able to distinguish who's really the artist and who's the guy that just, you know, I got money. Those are the ones that be flashing money, you know, like, oh man, I got money, man. Yeah. It's like sometimes it's kind of disrespect.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like you telling me, like, you know, just because you got money, I got to play this whack shit.
Yeah.
And if I tell you it's whack shit, you know, you're going to get offended, then we're going to have problems, you know. I'd rather be honest with you and be like, yo, you know, your shit is whack. Give me another song. You know, I might like the other song, you know, even though that's not the song you're going with, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think have a better relationship, you know. Like, I got a lot of relationships with the artists that say your shit whack as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, bro. You know, it's like, or no, I can't play your song at this party. You know, it's like, you know, you're talking about shooting up and weeding and it's like grandma's here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the same if another artist come with hella pop shit. You know, and like, bro, this is the hood over here. I can't play this pop shit for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's like I said, nowadays I just rather say, you know, I'll be honest with you, it's cool, but for what I'm doing right now, I can't play.
So
Give me another song.
So I want to know something. How do they determine what something is hip hop and what something is R&B? Like
Now there's no more. Now there's no more genres. What they call the genre.
So is it
now.
all hip hop?
It's all hits now. Yeah. Well, you know, the hip hop is the culture. It's not really the music.
Gotcha.
The music is rap music. Hip hop is, you know, the graffiti, the breakdancing.
Yeah.
So hip hop, but like radio stations, corporate call it hip hop, not knowing what hip hop is.
Gotcha.
No.
So is Drake a rapper or
Nah,
is
he's just top 40 now. You just call him top 40. Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all these people like that, even the R&B, they're corporations now. You know what I'm saying? They're not even, they're beyond us now. You know, they're not even on a genre no more. They're like fucking, they got stocks in them. You know what I'm saying? People got stocks in them. You know, it's like, so those artists are going to get, you know, their play no matter even if fucking they're singing over water running.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking Beyonce. You know, it's like, who gives a fuck? You know,
Yeah.
like, even if it's whack, we're going to play it for a month. It don't hit, fine, but we have to play it because it's Beyonce.
You know what's crazy about Drake? Drake is dope as fuck to me.
But I'm going to tell you, Drake is dope because at first, you know what, he released like 5 albums for free.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck. I'm going to flood the market. You know what I'm saying? Universal Records picked up the 5 albums, right? After they've been for free like for 2 years, put them on Universal Records to sell, and they're still sold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't even care about the money. I said, I'm just going to flood the market. He did it the right way.
Yeah.
You know? So a lot of cats nowadays, they're not even like, I've been telling this to a lot of young artists, you're not going to be able to do it like a Jay-Z show in 10 years because there's no more classic hits anymore. You know? Like even your hottest record right now of a young guy, there's so much music and so many people coming out that in 10 years you're not even gonna remember who this artist is. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going because they're not working the records no more. You know, before, like back in the 90s, 80s, one song worked for almost like 6 months before it hit the radio. This is before it hit the radio. This is a street groundwork, you know what I'm saying? So you build that audience and all that. Nowadays, you put it on the YouTube and all that, it gets downloaded, and some young DJ on the radio, I got to play first. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even a hit, but it's just because, you know, it's bubbling on this and that. So now, 2 weeks later, the same artist puts out another song, and then they forget about this song because now we're playing this song.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's like there's no more because also there's really no more A&Rs or record companies because nowadays they want you to bring. Now record companies want you to be hot before they even sign you. You know they're not gonna build you up or nothing no more. They want you to be already fucking 5 million views on YouTube. You know, because they don't want to do no work. They don't want to put on no more money. So they already want you hot, you know. So, and that's why there's no more hits, really. There's a hit right now, but next week it's going to be another hit. So now 10 years from now, you go do, let's do a show or so-and-so. They'll be like, who was that? You know, like, you know, it's not like a Jay-Z where it came from the street and it got built and one song lasted 6 months and another year on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Now songs, the most 3 months on the radio and it's gone. And they're singles, they're not even albums no more. Who's doing albums now? Everybody's doing singles. You know, you can't really get an album no more. It's like everybody just wants that quick, you know, Spotify money. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get paid for the stream of this song. You know, it's like, and that's what I said. Nowadays, there's really in 10 years, you're not gonna be able to do like a Jay-Z at that arena. You know, because they'll be like, who's this guy? You know, you have to get like 20 of them guys to actually do one show. You know, like a song each. Yeah, because I don't want to hear 3 songs and only one of them is a hit, you know. So
gotcha.
So that's what's going on right now with the music, and like I said, like I wish the younger artists would listen to more of how it was built before, so they could have longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like you figure a lot of artists now, you don't hear a lot from now. You know, like I get so much music, bro. I get like 300 emails a week of music.
Damn.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, only like 2 of those is gonna hit. You know, the other people are just like, here go. So it's a hard game right now, man. So it's like,
have you ever heard some shit that actually hit the radio and you're like, this shit is gonna be a hit?
Yeah.
What song was that?
Say like the Polo G record.
Polo G?
Yeah. The you know, the Coming to the Party. You know that? I don't know if you heard it, but I heard that. I already heard that on the radio before I heard it on the clubs. You know, and I said, "Yo, that's a hit, man." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so there's good things coming out of radio, but at the same time, if the street don't touch it, it don't have longevity. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying about that.
Because if you play it on the radio, it's just a radio song. You know, it's not if I'm not playing at a club, you know, you forget about it when you get out the car. It's like, you know, I mean, you get the request of it, but if you request a new song and I play Back That Ass Up, I'll have you dancing with Back That Ass Up.
That's right.
And you're going to forget about the other song. You know what I'm saying? So even some shit, because now, you know, now I'm DJing and so many people are on the internet and they be like, yo, coming to my phone, yo, you got this song? I'm like, yo, I ain't even heard of that shit, you know? Let me play you Back That Ass Up or Hot Girl. Then, okay, never mind. You know what I'm saying?
Cash Money was going crazy back in the day. That's one of my...
See, they started Ground Roots also, you know. They're like... I remember when they got signed, we were in Miami, and they got signed Universal. Lil Wayne was like 14, and he had about a Cristal. You know, they just had so much money, and it was dope. You know, because they walked in the party, and they created the essence, and everybody was like, yo, who are these guys? You know, 6 months later, you start hearing the records, and everybody remembers, those are those dudes that, you know.
Them motherfuckers were stars, man.
Yeah, they were stars. There's really no stars nowadays. You put it right. You know, you just put it right. There's really no star rappers no more. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's just a rapper now with a hit single. You know, what I'm saying?
Baby is raw.
I mean, I don't want to say everybody. There's still the few. You know, the few that stand out from
the whole bunch.
From the whole bunch, you know what I'm saying?
Whole bunch.
The Baby's doing it real big right now.
Yeah, he raw, man.
I love that album, man.
Yeah, you know and I like J. Cole, but J. Cole been around a minute.
J. Cole been around, and he's a machine also. You know, a lot of these rappers is like machine driven. You know, the labels went Here you go. This is our guy right here, you know. And then
Hell
you know,
yeah.
he signed to Jay-Z. Jay-Z know how to work that record, you know. So
Oh,
it's like-
definitely.
yeah, so
If
they
anybody know how to do it,
So
Jigga know how to
they
do
push
it.
the buttons, man. And that's what I tell young rappers, man. Don't be like disappointed or nothing. This motherfucker's, you know, this record is a big hit. It's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know that though. You just see what's going on right now. But these records have been out 2 years. You know, say like the I Am Sue record, the Up record. That record was out 2 years, almost a year and a half before it hit radio.
Yeah.
You know, before it even hit radio. You know,
Yeah,
so,
I Am Sue made that beat.
Yeah, he made that
He
beat.
told me he said it on a video interview that he couldn't perform it at first because you know his mother, he comes from a good family and shit like that, and he couldn't perform that shit. And I think that's hella dope that I Am Sue, like it sounded like to me like, man, I'm not performing that shit.
And then you know, from what I heard, then Lover said, well, can I have it?
Yeah.
Because at that time, you know, Sue made a lot of records, and he was like, okay, you have this, you have that, because I can't do that.
To
you know?
give a motherfucking
That's
gold
a big
record,
record.
that's what I'm saying. To give a gold, but
Yeah.
I Am Sue come from Black
Yeah,
excellence though.
Yeah, and you know what I like on Sue? His mom is his manager, man. I love
Yes,
that. I love
shit
that.
like that.
I love that shit.
I
like
think
that.
his grandfather wrote something on the science periodic table. Or
Is
some
that
shit.
right? Yeah, I like that.
Shout out to I Am Sue.
Because every
man.
time I had Sue on the radio and all that, his mom was over there, you know.
Yeah.
And then I always talk to his mom about advice also. Like, you know, have him do this, you know, have him, like, give him time, you know. It's like,
That's
so
a great
I really
motherfucker,
like that. I really like that. His
Good,
mom is
man,
the
he's a
manager.
good motherfucker. But shout out to all the HBK
Yeah, man, they're doing their
motherfuckers,
thing, man. I remember when they're all kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good.
Yeah, I fuck with Kuya and Pilo got
Yeah.
one of my posts on his new album, Shine.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at the end of that shit.
Oh,
He
nice.
said, "Hey, big bro, can I use that?" So I feel real big about
That's
it.
good.
Yeah, I feel, hey, look,
Yeah,
you know,
you
because when
good.
you get old, them young motherfuckers ain't
Yeah.
fucking with no old
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah. Nah,
He's
nah,
an old motherfucker.
Nah. But you know what? Like Neff, he got Ken. You know Ken, Valil Ken? That's his little role manager. So he knows the old dudes, and he respects the old dudes like Neff. You got to give this guy respect.
Yeah.
Because these are the dudes, you know. It's like, and like I said, it's good to have the young people, but you also need, you know, the OG motherfuckers to be like, yo, man, you doing your thing.
It's a
You know what I'm
balance.
saying? Yeah, it's about, you need that balance, you know. So it's like, you know, like you need a Chewy to come up to you and be like, yo, I like what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You as a young artist, you be like, man, you know, even though like, oh, my mama listen to you, but
Yeah.
it's dope that you just told me that, you know, my shit's dope to you, you know, like.
So I gotta ask you a question. Check this out, man. You've been in radio for hella long.
Yeah.
What was it like playing Pac and Biggie records during the height of the
Yeah,
funk?
it was a little. We kind of didn't. You know, I think we stuck more to the Pac records out here. You know, it was like, plus, you know, Pac was stringing songs. You know, he was like bringing them out left and right. But honestly, I think we played more Pac than Biggie. You know, like.
Was there ever a point during the height of the shit, right after he passed, or something like that, and you felt uncomfortable playing a Biggie record?
Kind of, but it was like, you know, because we weren't really caught up in that, but we had to like be careful, you know, like,
Yeah.
because you never know who you playing to on the radio, because you don't know who's listening,
Yeah.
you know, and you don't want the complaints coming, like, you know, like right now when I was at Q, people were complaining about R. Kelly, you know, like, oh, we don't want to hear R. Kelly at Q 102 because, you know, the whole thing that is going on. So you never know, you know, with the Biggie and Pac thing. So I think we stuck more with the Pac. We
Of
played
course,
more the Pac
just
just
to stay
because where
safe.
we at.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure the New York cats play more Biggie.
Of course
you know
they
what I'm
did.
saying? So it's like, but I say just to be safe on the radio, you know, it was like, you know, like we were in New Orleans one time. No, we were in Atlanta, and some New York DJ was playing Hit 'Em Up, Pac, and we were shocked, right? We were like, whoa, he's playing this song, but then he cut it up. He cut it up real quick, and he came with Biggie and said, "Who shot you?" You know, the mix was so dope that I was like, "Oh shit!" Like we all lost our mind. Then we thought about it, like, yo, that was fucked up. You know, you know, but the way dude brought it in was so dope that it was like, but then we're like, and that's kind of like, that's like where we as West Coast kind of like, all right, fuck it. There's some shit going on with DJs too, you know, like, so we stuck more with the Pac, you know, so, but, you know, it was a trip though.
And in this game, what DJ do you think can mix the best?
Right now,
Like of all time. Like if you said, man, that motherfucker, man, got to be the best mixer.
I want a mix. Well, you know, it's like out here, like this. It's kind of hard because it's different styles.
Yeah.
you know. But to me, like big party records. I mean, like big party DJing style. I want to say my man DJ Fuse. Like I'm a real fan of Digital Underground. DJ Fuse, man, I love that guy. I got my man Scotty Fox. You know, it's also because they've been doing it a while and they still got the passion. You know, it's all about the passion for me. You could be the wackest DJ, but if you got that passion,
for sure,
I'm like, fuck, you dope as fuck, you know. But out here in New York, I was a big fan of Funkmaster Flex. He was kind of my hero over there. But then, you know, he got real corporate, so I still like him. But you know, like, Kid Capri, you know,
was DJ Jazzy Jeff wrong to you?
Jazzy Jeff, he's in a whole nother. That's a whole thing, but he's dope. He's like, you know, he's like those are the elites. You know, like they're more like underground. They play a lot
dope
of
to me.
Yeah, and they don't play that industry shit. You know, that they want to play what they want to play. You know, but he's dope. You know, like these are the gods. You know, like
for sure.
Jazzy Jeff, Africa Mambata, Grandmaster Flash. These are the fucking gods. You know, that I respect. You know, like if you ever go tell me who's your favorite DJ, I've seen Africa Mambata did Plan Around, but I actually seen him DJ. You know, and this motherfucker was raw. You know, like so these are the cats that really like when I didn't want to DJ, like when my brother and them was DJing, but I didn't want to DJ. But when I saw this cat, I was like, yo, these okay.
Them was the motherfucker.
I'm hooked. You know, like, so it was like. So, but like I said, out here, I think DJ Fuse, man, that's my guy right now.
I love DJ Fuse, man. One time I seen him at Home Depot. But I know him, though. You know what I'm saying? I know him. Like, if he walked in, what's up, LDs? You know what I'm saying? So I know him. So I was working at the paint department and shit like that at Emeryville Home Depot, and I seen him. And I said, hold on, let me go ask the dude something. So he came to the counter. I said, hey, have you ever heard of Tupac? And he started laughing. He's like, no, I haven't.
You know why? You know why I like Fuse too? Because he be cheating, right? Because he got them exclusive Pac acapellas. And so when he DJs, he be showing off with that shit, right? So like one day he dropped a Tupac acapella. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, that's some cheating shit, right? Or if the crowd is real, like we'll do at Criminal Beat parties, he got the crowd jumping crazy and he drops a Digital Underground record. I'm like, that's cheating. You know? Because they know you from there and then you just drop that shit, you know. But just the vibe that he creates when he's DJing, I love it, man. You know
the funny thing is, when I was talking to him, somebody said, you know that, why you ask him that? You know that white boy don't know no Tupac?
Nah.
You know Pac.
Yeah, he know Pac, you know. He told me, this is a story he told me. He told me like this, when Shock was producing I Get Around, Shock needed some drums. Shock G needed some drums called Fuse. So Fuse claimed the fame to I Get Around. Those are his drums, or his drum pads for that I Get Around. And I was like, really? That's your claim to fame to I Get Around, huh? So he said that Shock G called him. Fuse got on his bicycle, brought the drum pads to the drum sounds to the studio, and they recorded I Get Around. That's crazy.
You know what? Tupac predicted his motherfucking prison sentence in that song.
Yeah. I mean, this dude knew exactly how his career was going to do. You know, that's dope. You know?
That's for real.
I mean, I remember Pac. You know, I did Shock G's wedding. You know, Pac was walking around. All his weed was falling in his pocket, and everybody at the wedding was like, yo, you guys seen Pac? I said, I just saw him like, yeah, he's dropping all his weed. It's like, we want to catch his weed. Like shit like that. So it was like, he was always down. He was always at our parties. You know, like everywhere we went, he was just a regular cat, you know. So and it's dope that he hung around like that, and then he became to be what he was, you know.
You know what I always thought was dope about Tupac is that he always grabbed motherfuckers that you didn't know.
Exactly, yeah.
He always grabbed motherfuckers that you never heard of.
Yeah.
And brought them with him. Like the Outlaws, nobody heard
nobody know the Outlaws.
The girl, you never heard of her. He had the Gov on one of his albums or something like that. He fucked with Richie Rich heavy.
Yeah, heavy.
He always fucked with people that he liked.
Yeah. That's why I'll say he's always been like that, you know, like, and that's why every time he came to our parties, whoever respected him, whoever's let him in, whoever he had, because you never knew who that person was going to be, or, you know, whatever. But I already knew he always hung around with people he like really fuck with, you know, not just some regular motherfuckers, you know. It's like, so it was cool.
For sure. So I was gonna ask you, do you got any projects or podcasts like you were
Yeah.
saying?
So I'm gonna start a podcast. See how it goes. You know, I never done one of those. So I'm gonna start it this Wednesday at 7 p.m. on All In Radio. This is my guy Burns and Cool Hand Cam. They got the little studio. So I did a guest interview with them over there. So they brought the idea to me. So I was like, all right, let's fuck around with it. Let's see what happens. You know. So we're doing that, and I'm doing all my shows and my parties. And all that. So, you know, I'm still trying to working on some maybe some satellite stuff. So, you know, like XM and Sirius stuff. So we still all in the work. So, I said we still keeping it moving, you know.
Gotcha. Are you still on the radio?
No, not no more. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I got they switched the format of this other race, some bullshit also. So I'm kind of like on the corporate level. I'm kind of fed up with that shit, man. I'm having so much fun, and just enjoying all the respect that we're getting nowadays. You know,
For
so
sure.
it's good, man. You know, it's like, and now I get to play whatever the fuck I want. You know, like if I don't like it, like fuck that. You know,
Fuck
so
it.
yeah, you know, so it's like it's good. You know, I'm in a good.
And what's the big event coming up?
My next big event right now would be Cream of Beat.
Okay.
It'll be Thanksgiving night. Like I said, that party started in '93 and then in like '96, but then we brought it back in 2002, and it's been going on twice a year from 2002 to now. And like I said, we're like 900 strong, still 1,000. So it's good. We always got surprise artists. You know, like we don't advertise who's performing, but when you come out and go to the party, you be like, oh shit, you know, like we done what we advertise. We done Loonies, you know, we done Sally Cell, we done almost everybody. We just did Mr. Cheeks, we done Redman, you know, back. But now I noticed that the surprise element, it works better.
For sure.
And it gives it more of that hip hop feel.
For sure.
Because like back in the day, you never knew who was gonna come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah. Keep these motherfuckers off balance, man.
You know, like even when I DJ, like when it was the Caribbean, you know, when I was back in the day when it was the Caribbean.
The Caribbean?
Yeah, you know. So 40 and all them be there, or everybody, I'd be like, yo, and I'd be in the booth, let the fucking get on the booth, let's do a song, you know. And that creates more of a, you know, excitement to the crowd, you know. So it's like unannounced, just like fucking let's just party.
Yeah.
You know? So like I said, we got a special guest though, but I can't say it right now, you know. So but
I know who it is.
I know who that motherfucker is. So you just go to creamofb.com or follow on the Instagram at creamofb and you get all the details. And so that's my next big thing that we're and then New Year's Eve in San Jose. So but I like to keep them more in order. So
for sure.
So like I said, the next big thing is Cream of Beat.
Is it anybody you want to give props to before we get about?
I want to give props to the whole Bay Area, man. We've been getting so much love everywhere we go right now. You know, it's like I'm going from Santa Rosa, San Jose, being almost like that. You know, don't get too much out of town because I'm kind of so busy over here, which is kind of better for me. You know, so but just the whole Bay Area, man. I want to thank for all the support through all of the years, man. Me and Chewy Gomez, man. You know, that's been my partner since forever, man. You know, so it's always been like, you know, we like I say, he brought me. He's the actual dude that actually brought me to radio first. You know, when I was doing Tuesdays with him. So I've been rocking with him for a minute. So you know, and like we just did a party last night. You know, so like I said, shout out everybody and just thank everybody, man. All the artists. You know, there's a lot of people, man. You know, I've been around, so it's like I just can't single everybody out.
That's
you know,
that G shit. That's that G shit.
So it's like, it's good, though. And I thank you guys, man. You guys doing the big right here, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, so I want to see this, so it'll be good.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's Mind Motion, my motherfucking homie,
right,
man. And I'm LD's, also known Party Boy Lawrence, for another episode of I Need to Know. Come on, you know what I want. I need to know what really makes you go. I need to know what really makes you go. I was so happy when I met you on a fluke.